Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Great news. It's the best day of the week. It's Expanse Day as we watch The Expanse Season 3, Episode 9, Intransigence. Can't wait to see where this one goes, friends. We have a lot of irons in the fire, and from what you all have told me, this back half of Season 3 is an entire book that is crammed full with incredible moments, set pieces, and revelatory information, so I cannot wait to see where we go, friends. But before we do, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. You'll be alerted next time we go live with The Expanse or any of our sci-fi offerings. And of course, if there's anything that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to the Patreon is in the description. Not a fan of Patreon? Stick with us here on YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes a day early, plus any bonus episodes we come up with. But friends, all that's then, this is now. And now, on the best day of the week, it's time to watch The Expanse, Season 3, Episode 9, Intransigence. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction, and away we go. Now, I have gotten so used to not watching the intro that I'm wondering if I should. I'm just going to not watch it. I'm just not going to do it. I have it minimized. I can hear it, but I just don't want to do anything to ruin anything for myself. I don't know, is Julie going to show up? I don't know. So I just don't want to ruin anything. I don't think I have to keep hiding, but I'm going to do it just to be safe. Hey, it's the Nauvoo, everybody.
What the fuck are you smiling at, Captain?
First time we fire a weapon, and this is what we get.
Chief Engineer Naomi Nagata, what are you doing?
My job?
And I want you...
I don't work for you. And I don't work for Anderson Doors.
I gave the order to fire.
Oh boy.
You know we had to do it. If we hadn't, the Inners would have...
If you've killed them...
Paid me later. Work now.
The torpedo is still suspended behind the Rossi.
If I killed them, I'm sorry.
Are you? We'll go with okay. We'll go with okay, drummer. Wow.
Maybe the torpedo was going too fast. You would have kept saying we had to slow down.
It's like that slingshot asshole.
Hold on a second. You're saying that if things go too fast around here, something gets nervous and grabs them? That ain't natural.
None of this is natural.
We're in some kind of goddamn bubble. So much damn interference.
This reminds me of Eros.
Yeah. They need to get these two off the fucking boat.
It's not even heading towards us anymore.
Where's it going?
It's heading here.
What's there?
You know what the hell that is? Miller didn't mention it.
Miller?
Enough.
Been seeing him since the ring turned on.
Why are you saying that?
Maybe he isn't exactly dead.
Maybe he isn't exactly Miller.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into anyone's firing range until we can explain that that message was fake.
The message came from here.
Okay, do we have any thoughts on how that happened?
Other than something compromised.
Oh, Amos does.
We have to make sure that...
What did you do?
Amos?
That fake message was somebody trying to kill us.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't know. It was just supposed to be a back door so we could get nav and comm logs, background information, stuff you might not tell us.
Shit, you could have gone off killed!
Oh boy.
They're coming through the ring.
What?
It's small.
What is it? Is it a ship?
Looks like a probe.
Is it a UNN?
Something else is coming through.
Oh, is that a Martian?
They target locked us. That could just be their way of saying stop.
If we stop, they'll board us. Are you ready to give up this ship?
No. We keep going. Your torpedoes won't work any better than the last one.
That's good.
Well, we're assuming.
We need our comms online. We need to talk to that ship.
Yeah, tell us what you did.
Everything I need to know to unfuck this ship.
I'm telling you, I don't know what I did.
Well, that's a terrible situation for you to be in, buddy.
Let's see if I can get some inside information.
Alex says, I guess I'll just wait here.
Miller? Talk to me.
You're already through the gate. Speaking doors and corners, kid, that's where they get you.
Miller!
You're already through, bud. You're in a different place. Miller's back in real space, or whatever the hell we're going to call it now.
I am immediately recalling all civilian presence from the UN mission. Return transport will be coordinated from there.
Oh boy. Anna's on there with Melba. Was her name Melba, right?
Died the way you lived.
Show some respect. We should probably clean out his locker before we go.
Show some respect. I was very respectful when I shoved him into that cubbyhole.
Miss Fagan, you come to share in our disappointment?
Me? Oh, no.
She's staying.
You don't plan to join us? That would be telling.
Oh.
It'd be just like her to ditch her own party.
Who are we talking about?
I know. I'll find them.
Thank God I did look at the beginning. I saw the Razorback flipping around there. This is going to be Julie, isn't it?
I'm not asking for your permission.
Oh my God. Yeah, baby.
I don't know what you are.
Please?
You're going to announce your retirement from the racing team tonight in front of everyone.
You think I would rather come to you? You think that I like having a father who cares more about what everyone else thinks than about me?
I always listen to you.
He does.
You are so ungrateful.
So is that her sister?
And spoiled and stupid.
Fuck you!
Ooh. You don't hear that a lot, do you, Jewel?
Everything you do is corrupt, and I can't stand to be part of it.
Party's over. Send them home. Pooling the racing team for the rest of the season.
What's the relationship?
Up next year, once your sister comes to her senses.
I could take over for her.
Don't be absurd.
Wow. So if Melba's her real name, she's Melba Mao? Oh my God. Oh my God, merciful heaven. This show.
I didn't know it would do anything like this.
Who was your contact?
I never met them.
Try again.
I don't know. I swear. But will this help?
Sure, I guess it helps.
Will this help you fix the comms?
Damned if I know. That's a Naomi thing.
That's a Naomi thing.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna ask you this once, and then I'm gonna kill her.
No.
How do I fix my ship?
We don't know.
Yeah, everybody be quiet.
Let him answer.
Yeah.
Answer me!
Oh, it came in too fast.
They just ran that first probe faster and faster until it got stopped by whatever now.
Wow.
How fast was it going when it got stopped?
Just over 18,000 kph.
Okay, so now we have a speed limit.
Huh.
Match their course and speed. Stay ahead of them.
Done.
That other probe.
It's not going through the ring. It's heading towards the bubble.
The backside of the bubble?
Lost that second probe. It's gone.
Gone, destroyed, gone.
Touch the other side of that bubble and then something happened to it. Like, blinked out of existence.
Well, we should probably keep away from the edges then.
Yeah. Yep, that's an important safety tip, everybody. Don't touch the bubble.
All ships in the vicinity, this is an MCRN priority alert. We have determined that electromagnetic distortion through the ring is too severe for comms to penetrate. The MCRN Shusen is on the other side in pursuit of the Rocinante and will apprehend.
I like that they're calling it the Rocinante and not their name for it. It's Tachi.
When will the grid be stabilized?
Never.
I have news. Your friend survived.
What?
Yeah, well, it seems they did anyway.
She didn't have that chest tap before, did she?
We're going through.
We didn't come all the way out here to be told to stay in our place.
Oh my God, you're taking the Nauvoo in? Jeez, oh Pete.
I'm glad, that your old crew survived.
Gee, thanks, Ashford.
Holden didn't do any of that. He's being framed.
I believe you.
So you're okay with killing innocent people?
He's trying to keep his people safe.
I miss my old crew, too. Tynan was a good ship, good people.
Why did you leave them?
I outgrew the way you outgrew your ship. And we start thinking, maybe we can get them back. Be who we used to be. Or the prettied up version we remember.
It's not so wrong to try.
He's making these assumptions from a position of ignorance. He doesn't understand what she's doing. It is interesting that she got assigned here. Obviously, that's Fred's doing, but Fred and Drummer, I should say.
Hoss? Everything okay in there?
He's trying to talk to Miller.
There's no,
Miller's not here.
No Miller.
This is not a space for Miller. Emphasis on space. That's my guess, anyway. That whatever's messing up with comms and electromagnetic, blah, blah, blah.
Help us! He's crazy!
You better button up.
I thought you said they were helping you fix the comms.
They don't know how to fix it.
How's this gonna help?
Well, I was thinking, since the comms are down, the only way to communicate is in person. Mars isn't looking to arrest them for stealing a ship, so... You too. Put your lid on.
Hey, put your lid on.
I send the camera guy, but with the vac suit gloves on. You know how when he... I mean, the man's blind.
Hey, wait! Make sure you tell them we didn't blow up the Sang-Yoon. Tell them what really happened, please.
Well, that's that. And everybody, Diplomacy by Amos Burton. It's actually not a bad plan, but they're going to get over there and talk mad shit. I think. Maybe I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they won't talk mad shit. We'll see.
The executive officer is about to retire. And, well, he's applied for a job at one of my mother's companies. It's the way of the world.
Look at that.
It's the first miracle that's happened in my lifetime. It's the only miracle that's happened in my lifetime. And it's not a miracle.
It's pretty close.
You want to indulge in a selfish desire to be a part of something amazing. Yeah.
Good acting.
Soledad has decent technical knowledge, but she keeps starting social drama?
True.
Asshole.
You know, what's to say about me?
Stanislaw.
Nothing.
Put you in for a promotion.
Oh, Ren. Shouldn't have.
She has some real potential. With a little mentoring, she could be an outstanding technician worth investing in.
Oh, everything sounds great. And then you stuffed him into a...
They're not just gonna talk about you. It's gonna be about me and Father. You humiliated us.
She's not real concerned about that.
Father has moved heaven and earth for you. You treat him like less than shit.
Interesting.
Tired of you and your holier-than-thou crap. Where are you going? Slumming with your precious belters. Saving humanity from itself? Do you even know how condescending you are?
This is not going to go well.
Do not walk away from me. Don't you dare turn your back on me. I am through being humiliated by you.
Okay.
Our father is a damaged man. You're never gonna be good enough for him.
Ooh, that was a counterpunch that I don't believe. I'm assuming her name's Melba. Melba was, it's probably a fake name though. Melba Coe.
Nothing. Couldn't shut Miller up before, now he's just gone. Maybe going through the ring broke him, I don't know. How about you guys?
No, it cut you off from him.
We can't talk to anyone, and we can't shoot our way out. Our only hope is that Monica and Cohen put in a good word for us.
That ain't gonna happen.
Alex thinks I was too hard on them. I was being gentle.
I mean, I kind of wish you'd run it by me first.
Sorry, Cap.
It's all right.
Sorry, Cap.
We slow down, let them board us. We'll see we were sabotaged, and we'll clear our names.
Ooh.
But they're gonna take the Rossi.
Yeah, probably. It's either that or we die.
I didn't think it'd end like this.
Come on now. We don't know that the bubble is death. It certainly looks like death, but we don't know the bubble is death. Now, they're going to fire on the Nauvoo and it's trying to go in. This show's crazy. This is just the craziest stuff. I can't believe that this is where we are, you know?
We are belters. Nothing in the void is foreign to us. The place we go is the place we belong. This is no different.
Cool.
No one has more right to this. None more prepared. In your ladder, go through the ring, call it their own. But a belter opened it. We are And we don't feel fear!
Awesome. Awesome. Oh, they are going in. So, okay, here's my question. I miss having the really tall belters. We haven't seen any of those, like the stretched.
I was wrong before. God is not with us out here.
Should have brought more light. Never forget that. The XO aboard the Kent came all the way out here. We should have brought more light. Fuck does that mean?
Hello, my love.
Anna, you probably shouldn't be doing this either, but
I'm going through the ring. With the transmission delay, you won't get this message until I've already done it.
Convenient.
I won't hear your voice until I'm back. And I will.
Great acting. She's exceptionally good. What's her name? Elizabeth Mitchell, I think. Yes.
Am I bothering you?
No.
Not just a job. Oh boy. What did they do with the Razorback too?
Where's Julie?
She's gone. Jules loves her.
She knows how to make me angry. That's true. She reminds me what it's like to be young.
Ooh.
She has the will to take our name into the future. She refuses to be stopped, even by me.
He's impressed.
What do? You plan parties.
Oh, shit.
I stayed for the hazard pay. If you'll excuse me.
So, Melba, what happened to you that you can swallow something in your mouth and Hulk out?
I need to get a message to my father. His name is Jules Pierre Mao. Yeah, that one.
Wow.
Daddy, everything you feared about the proto-molecule has come to pass. And instead of being held as a visionary, you're rotting away in jail.
Boy, she is Daddy's little girl, isn't she?
Destroy the man who brought you low.
She's going after James Holden. I am going to need to know the stats of what happens when you go in the ring, because obviously there's no thrust anymore. You're working on momentum, but they also said they could speed up. It's crazy. Whole new set of rules here. Really?
He said to keep anyone from deserting. I say, why would anyone desert now? Why?
She's going over to Rossi.
Wrong reasons. I'm a wrong reason now.
Are they together?
The belt is in your blood. We are your people. And I love you.
Really? Oh.
And without even a word to me. I was afraid you wouldn't let me go.
Friends, help me out here. All I need to know, were they friends? I mean, obviously they're friends. Are they also like romantically involved? It's a different dynamic. I don't want to get off in the weeds. Drummer is a cool character.
Don't go too fast out there.
Delta V. You all told me that Delta V, or somebody, a great comment, someone said Delta V is what? Velocity being arrested, or it's a mathematical concept or a scientific equation.
What are you slowing down for? You were doing fine.
Where the hell have you been?
Come on, gotta get to the crime scene. Gotta check out the clues.
No more crime stories. I want to know exactly what you know.
So you want to talk about the non-local quantum hologram? The phase conjugate adaptive waves resonating in microtubules in the brain? What requires some close time-like curves and a Lorentzian manifold. You catch up. I'll wait.
So a crime scene.
Crime scene.
Crime scene. He's trying to describe it to you in a way you understand.
That thing in the middle of the place that grabbed the ship and the torpedoes. Seemed different.
All right. Signal's pretty good inside the ring. It's really good. So you coming or not?
It's like they're back. I love the two of them together. Jim, you get to be the new Havelock.
It's Naomi. I'm coming home.
Oh, God. Be careful.
Do you copy?
They can't answer.
Hang in there. I'm coming.
Everybody get home. Miller, Naomi. Everybody get home. It's where Julie wanted to go too. Amazing. It's a planet. Jim, what are you doing? Don't you end. Don't you motherfucker! Son of a bitch. All right, everybody, we just got done watching The Expanse, Season 3, Episode 9, Intransigence, and the only thing left to do is to talk about it. All right, everybody, we just got done watching The Expanse, Season 3, Episode 9, Intransigence, and I'm telling you what, I know that I was quiet in this one, so I apologize, as, reacting and commentating is sort of one of the things you're supposed to do in this, but friends, this is The Expanse. I was sucked into this one. You talk about, and okay, just full disclosure, everybody, on YouTube, in my little preamble for Patreon, I'll try to keep some of it in here in the edit. If it's in there, just ignore this part. During the way in, I said that I was still minimizing the screen, even though Thomas Jane, was part of the opening credits that I successfully, thank you to you all, was able to avoid. And I flippantly said, whenever I had it lowered, not watching the credits, I said, oh, I don't want to, I'm pretty sure I can watch these now. I think the surprise was, Thomas Jane and it's over. I said, but you don't know, hey, maybe even Julie could show up. So I'm patting myself on the back for that one. Like I said, no, I don't give myself any credit. I was just literally picking somebody that, had gone out the same way as Miller, thinking, we could see Julie again, not in a flashback. I was expecting Julie, again, I wasn't expecting Julie at all, but I was expecting that if we saw Julie, it would be in the same vein that we saw Miller, as part of this kind of projection or whatever he is. Totally wrong too about, I thought as soon as they entered the ring, that cut them off from Miller. That's not the case. In fact, Miller made a point to say, oh, the signal's really strong in here. It's good signal. And so I am spinning as to what this all means. What is the ring? It seems to be a bubble with it looks like a planetoid in it. Now, again, he said something like the station. We need to get to the station. So we have to go by what Miller is saying. So even though it looks like a planetoid, a station of some kind. So then what did the ring built this thing presumably to enter, and with this station inside? I mean, there's a lot of speculation as to what exactly the bubble, its construction, the rules, the physics, everything like that. The normal stuff is beyond me. So this super hyper reality that we're in now is certainly beyond me as well. So as we get rules, we just understand them and just kind of, I'm going to loosely, what did Christian say? Speak to me in politician. Don't speak to me like a politician, or whatever she said whenever she wanted something explained simply. That's the way I'm going to look at everything now. So we know we have to go slow. We know that we can negotiate and we can move around, but we also know that there's an electromagnetic interference that they believe is messing with comms. That's what the Mars ship said. So, we're having problems in that respect that seems to be universal as far as the comms. The flashback was very interesting to me, at a party specifically for Julie, presumably one of Mal's estates, celebrating. I mean, we saw the kind of the hologram of the Razorback, sitting there. Did I say Razorback? Yeah, I did. Okay. I always have to worry. I think I'm going to say Razor Crest. I shouldn't even say it. I should just forget that term, and then it'll be Razorback forever. But, again, seeing Julie in that position wasn't for us to see Julie again. It was for us to understand the relationship that Mal had with Julie, and subsequently Melba, or whatever her name is. I'm not sure. Melba's probably, an alias. So I don't know what her sister, Julie's sister, AKA Melba, the relationship between her and Julie, the relationship, the establishment of that, basically, for what I'm gleaning from that is that Jean-Pierre Mal loved Julie. Juliet was absolutely, I don't want to say his favored child or anything, but it certainly seems that way. He was impressed by her. He respected her. She stood up to him. He never gets that. He sees that as strength. He sees that as like force of will. He even said as much when he was kind of just glowingly, she does what she wants and she blah, blah, blah. There was a respect that we seldom, if ever, have heard from Jules-Pierre Mal. And, seeing Jules again, too, was great, because you're reminded of the type of man that he is, the power that he wields, his family's influence, at least before all of this stuff happened. So when you're looking at Melba, obviously she was after the man that brought Jules Pierre Malo. So I'm assuming she means Jim because of obviously the, the communication that went out framing him and things like that. I'm not really sure how you can blame Jim for all of this because, Joel got himself into it. But again, you're blinded by your love for your father. I'm assuming that's where I think the flashback was supposed to give us the following. Jules Pierre loved Juliette. Loved her unconditionally, was mad at her, pissed at her, would take things from her, threatened to take the razor back from her, all of these threats. Yes, but ultimately he had a love-born respect for her that was maybe second to none, at least from what we've seen as far as Jules goes. And then, of course, what the flashback is supposed to be is set up that animosity that Melba feels for Juliette and that need for acceptance, that need for dad, look at me, dad, look at me. And the flashback we're pretty sure, I mean, we might go back to it, but I'm not truly sure why we would. But, we kind of had the flashback bookend and close off before she went and got the message that would eventually, get to was Ren's family, and then hopefully, I guess she thinks, to her father. And all of that was, look at me, dad, look what I'm doing. I'm gonna get him. I love you, and I'm your best daughter, and blah blah blah. So it's just that need for acceptance, that absolute, father, look at me, daddy, look at me, daddy. And that's a really cool character concept too. I mean, it's been done before. We've had, kids that have just absolutely craved the attention of their parents, and it's usually, to me, it's always such a terrible situation, when you try to do so much to, get the attention of your parents. It's almost like, I'm sure you can relate to this, whenever you see, and again, it always makes me feel sad. You see usually a younger child like doing something to get their parents' attention, but their parents, for whatever reason, it could be completely benign. They're focused on something else. They're not being neglectful. I don't mean, but they can't spare their attention for a moment for their kid. And you see the child, just desperately trying to get the attention of the parent. And then that look of kind of absolute rejection, that sorrow, they're crying, or however a younger child would react, But again, it's almost like we see that kind of the maturation of that feeling in Melba, where it's like, dad, please look at me, look at me, look at me. And again, I may be making this way too simplified, and there might be a much deeper type of kind of dynamic between the two of them. But I'm super cool with that being one, that she's a Mao. That's a cool thing to have this kind of, additional family stuff coming in. I think that's really neat, really interesting, to kind of have this incredible, I mean, neutered now, with Jules Pierre Mao presumably in jail, but, this incredibly powerful family that is still like, their reach and influence is still affecting the galaxy and the system at large, because, I mean, this whole thing destabilized. James Holden is, claiming this for the belt and blah, 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 So there's definitely change that's being affected throughout the system caused by the family Mao. And it's really good stuff. And I mean, it brought a tear to my eye to watch that ending part where you get to see, Stephen and Thomas working together again as Jim and Miller. And, that easy, casual dynamic that they had when they were on the Arrow station. There was a lot of tension in there, but again, even like whenever Miller was alone on Arrows, with the nuke that he had to hit every once in a while to kind of reset, that those exchanges between he and Naomi and he and Jim, I thought were some of the most profound in the series. They were very heartfelt. I mean, when the resignation or, realization really hit that to keep the Rocinante up, with the Eros was going to kill somebody. And Jim had to let it go, had to let Miller go. And I just thought these little weighty moments that they've kind of built on in the past mean so much when we're kind of reintroduced to a dynamic in the future. It's so powerful. It's just a testament to incredible writing. But the writing, the words on the page are only as good as they're delivered. And friends, we have master class actors in this show. They are so good at the silence. They are so good at the reactionary. They can drive a scene absolutely. They are all more than capable of carrying every moment of the show. But the true moments are those beats of silence, those looks, those exchanges that, again, we don't need to be retold about the dynamics between these characters because we've had such profound examples of these dynamics that now, and I said it at I think the top of season 3, now we're at the point where this is the payoff. They have built these characters. The actors and the writers have shown us these characters. So now we have an idea of how they'll react, why they're reacting a certain way. We know enough of their history, their recent history, that it makes sense. We've seen them act this way before. We've heard them say these things before in a different context. So now when we're kind of like reintroduced or put into a new situation with these characters that we have learned, that we have watched evolve, that we have evolved with them as they've learned, to see them be able to act and just be so free with the way that they're doing, it's those silent moments, those moments of maybe I should say something, maybe I shouldn't say something, but the silence in and of itself speaks volumes for these characters. And it's just so superbly done by these actors. And, we do a lot of long shots in this. We do, and not necessarily like, minutes or 2 minutes or anything like that, but they hold on these shots for a while. And that in and of itself is a respect by the directorial team too, that they're able to turn these cameras on and, go into a shot knowing that we're going to have a 30-second shot or a 20-second shot that's weighty and dramatic. That is having such faith in your actors that this is going to work. This is going to work. We're not going to have to change any of this. We're not going to have to shorten a scene. And, again, just a little bit about me. I used to, a million years ago, work in television. And I can't tell you the number of times that there was like burst scene work being done where it was like 5 seconds line delivery, cut, reactionary shot, 5-second line delivery, cut. And again, if you needed to do that 5-second line delivery 20 times, you could. One of them's going to be decent, sort of, with this show. But again, that's a way to camouflage, I don't want to say bad, but lesser, maybe lesser writing, maybe, not as strong acting, or maybe the actors don't really understand the characters. So you kind of just keep it in a burst, get a couple, different takes on it and see which one works the best in editing. Not this show. No. By this time, these actors know what they're doing, the writers know who they're writing for, and the directors know when to give it time. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and you'll be alerted next time we go live with The Expanse or any of our sci-fi offerings. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to the Patreon is in the description. I am several episodes ahead with The Expanse over there, so please join us. It's a great community, really great discussions. So if you're ever thinking about it, just stop on over, and you can see what we've got. But friends, all that's then, and this is now. And now it's time to say goodbye, unfortunately, from the world of The Expanse. So where should we say goodbye from? I was thinking about this one during the episode. We are drifting inside the bubble. We don't know how we got there. All we know is that we're drifting out here with the camera operator and the documentarian, and somehow Amos thinks that we were involved. I guess we'll just have to wait and hope everything works out. Friends, until next time we meet, Vulcan roll. And I'll see you.